Yo, people, what's going on? Back again with another episode. Daps in the building. What you telling me, fam?
We good, bro? You good?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Not too
You've
bad.
been getting some, what's it called? Sessions in after last night.
Bruv. I don't know, bruv. What can I say in it? Like I'm glad I'm not on Twitter, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Because I can imagine, yeah, it would just be making me even more mad. You know, like that. I'm glad that I just been able to just watch the game and then just go back to my life, fam, and not see half of the nonsense, yeah, that would have come out after. Because I could just imagine bare people are chatting bare crap, bro.
Not looking good, bruv. It's
not looking good at all,
bro. You know the maddest thing is, yeah, that it's such a at half time, yeah, on Tuesday, we were 2-0 down against Leipzig, yeah.
Yeah.
We end up winning 15 points through. You man are 2-0 up. You end up losing. Bottom of the group.
Exact opposite.
Bro, the opposite, yeah. The opposite. It's just you lot are the gift that keep on giving, yeah. And it's flip-flop central with, you know, it's mad that at the moment there's still, look, I know you want Ten Hag out, yeah, but it's like some people have dug their heels in on the Ten Hag in thing now, innit?
No, a lot of people have. Because you know what it is, yeah? You know what it is, yeah? When it gets to this point, yeah, a lot of these people, it's almost like a badge of honor, innit? Like, who supported the manager for the longest.
Yeah.
That's what it is, innit? These guys, they're trying to make out that, oh, they're better fans than everyone else because they're sticking by the manager. But really, you're just a loser, bruv. That's what you are, because you're accepting mediocrity. You're accepting, not even mediocrity, you're accepting, yeah, failure. Do you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make you a better fan. It doesn't make you a better fan.
Now, and for me, look, there's things you need to look at here. And the fact of the matter is, I think in your Champions League games, you've scored 3 goals in quite a few of them, right?
All of them.
Right. And how many of them have you not seen out?
Bro, we haven't won. We've won 1 game. Do you know what I'm saying?
And that's where you start looking at the manager going, what in-game management is this man doing that is meaning that we're scoring this many goals, but we're conceding this many goals and we're not over the line. Like,
yeah,
it's mad. And look, I think you've got Newcastle this weekend.
Yeah, at Newcastle as well, bro. That's not a place you want to go when you're not playing well. Forget how many injuries they've got, man. These men are churning out performances. They were even unlucky against PSG as well.
Yeah, for real. And look, this weather up there is bad. I know Manchester's in the north, but it's not as cold as that East Coast, yeah?
No.
Them man will not be phased by that. Them man will be bare chest, yeah? Beating ready for United to come there. This is perfect for them. They're angry after that PSG game. One thing I'll say about Eddie Howe is that since Eddie Howe has taken over at Newcastle, yeah, they've had some bad games, but they bounce back very quickly. They don't stay bad for long. And
they don't.
I think this is the worst time to be going to St. James's Park. I'm not going to lie. The worst time to be going there. So, yeah, man. I've just got to give a quick shout out. I was walking through. So last Friday, I came down to London. Yeah, I just got off the underground at Waterloo. I was just bopping to a hotel. And there's this guy walking towards me and he's looking at me. So, you know, when you don't know someone and they're looking at you, you're like, what's this guy looking at me? So I'm like looking back at him and then he's got closer and he's like still looking at me. So me and him have both stopped and I've kind of like thinking, oh, is this I don't know this brother, but have we got a madness? And he's gone, are you Daps? I've gone, yeah. He goes, I just want to say I love your show with Rants.
Come on, bro.
So hold tight, Charles.
Hey, big up. Hey, big up Charles, man. That's what I'm saying. Nah, big up everyone that supports the channel, man. That's lit, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's lit, man. So nah, big up. Appreciate all of you lot. Everyone inside, you already know the drill. Smash the likes. Do you know what I mean? We're closing in on 85k as well. So when we hit 85k, I'm doing a giveaway. And I think we're like 700 away. So yeah, keep smashing the like, keep sharing the shows, and that helps the channel grow, brother. And then man will be doing that giveaway very soon. You get me? So nah, big up everyone. Someone said City Extra raided.
Yeah, City Extra like just raided. Yeah.
So yeah, big up
with them lot.
Yeah, big up City Extra as well. You know what time it is, but nah, man, the difference in fortunes between our clubs is crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you lot came from what, a 2-0 deficit to win the game. We had a 2-0 cushion twice in the game. Still couldn't see it out. People still blaming the players though. And it's like, bro, you defend here as a team. It's not about individuals. Because when I look at that Newcastle team, with all the injuries, bro, you look at their bench. There ain't no senior players on the bench. And, bro, they defended amazingly well for like 93 minutes against PSG and got bumped for a penalty at the end. But them man have got players like Sean Longstaff and all them things there. So we can't really complain. We can't really complain about injuries. We can't really complain about individuals. Like, as a team, we're not set up to stop teams from scoring, bro. Conceded 14 goals in the Champions League group stages.
Well, look, is it coincidence that Manchester City won the league last season with our best defensive performance in the Champions League? It's not. Like, our 4 centre-backs at the back, that is, for me, what helped to win us that Champions League. And United, ultimately, is, like I said, you've been scoring goals in the Champions League. But you're not holding on to... I swear against Galatasaray, you were leading that game as well. I can't remember all the United games, but...
Well, we're leading all the games, bro. I'm sure we're
how that can happen is just... It's got to be... Look, I blame some of the players. Last night, yes, Onana had some absolute howlers, bro. I heard what you said about certain man being racist.
Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. That's when their racism activates. You know them ones there. This is way.
By mistake.
Bro, by mistake, but on purpose. You know them ones there where it's just
stood next to him like, wait a minute.
Yeah, what? Bruv, listen, you know when it's just there, innit? It's at the forefront. Like, bro, listen, them man know who they are, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that got offended by that, they know who they are, innit? Like, they know who they are, bro. Well, you know what I'm saying? You know who they are. Those are the same man that get pissed. You know road rage when they're driving in the road and they're in their car, blood, and a man cuts them up, bruv. That's when they start shouting in the car, bro. I'm telling you. Nah,
the funniest jokes are the true ones.
Yep. It's true. It's true. Bro,
it's true. True, though. But ultimately, look, Onana had a howler last night. Yeah, 100%. But you can't just look and keep blaming just the players. Like, you can't do that. You have to look at, especially when you've been, 2 goals up twice. Why are you not seeing out games? Like, and do you know what? If you fail to see out a game once or twice, okay, cool. But when it repeatedly happens, the manager should be looking at himself and looking at what he's doing in games and going, hold on a minute, I ain't seeing games outright. What mistakes did I make? And in the next game, what mistakes won't I make? And he's clearly not doing that because the mistakes are still being made. And even more so with all this news about Ancelotti, he's on thin ice, bro. You've got Newcastle and you've got Chelsea. Now, Chelsea is at home, yeah? That, for me, could be the game, that one there. Because Newcastle away, do you know what? If you lose to Newcastle away... Yeah.
But Chelsea at home, we're expected to get a win there, bro. Yeah. The way Chelsea are playing. Yeah, that could be the curveball still, you're right. It could be the curveball. If we somehow manage to lose to Chelsea at home, that could be... what kind of tips the boat over.
Yeah, I think so. I think so because it's the home games. Because at the end of the day, the home games are going to be where the noise is going to be the loudest, right? And the Chelsea game is a week. I mean, the only other thing could be the Bayern game, but maybe the Bayern game but it's because if you don't,
Bayern have already qualified, so I don't think we're going to get the best Bayern. But you're going to get Harry Kane coming back to England, wanting to show something, like that. Yeah. So.
And it's one of the only thing I would say is that could be, look, if you don't get a great result against Newcastle, get a bad result against Chelsea, I don't know who you've got next weekend.
But next weekend is Bournemouth at Bournemouth, I think. But we should win that.
Well, you should win that. If you don't win that, and then you get knocked out of the Champions, if you don't get good results against Newcastle, Chelsea, Bournemouth, and then you get dumped out of the Champions League, yeah.
Well, we're already out the Champions League. It's whether we qualify for UEFA.
If you finish a Champions League group bottom,
I
can't see how he survives that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Unless all of a sudden your league form picks up. Look, you win 3 league games and then go out the Champions League. But if you win your next 3 league games, I would imagine you'll be probably in a Champions League position. So if you get knocked out of it, that could be a saviour.
Yeah, but our next 3 games are tough, bro.
You know I can't see you winning all 3 of them.
Our next 3 games are Newcastle, Chelsea, and
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you don't end up getting good results out of them 3, and then you finish bottom of your Champions League group. Ten Hag can't. If Ten Hag survives that, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, but bro, like it's a weird one because the manager's still coming out and saying that we're playing well and we're improving, and this is what I don't understand. I don't understand how these man can protect this guy when he's blatantly telling us that our eyes don't work. He's telling us that what we're seeing, we're not really seeing, and that we're improving and we're getting better, and it's like we're clearly not, bro.
Yeah.
We're clearly not. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of issues at the club. The football's one of them. The defending is another one of them. Do you know what I mean? The team selections are one of them. Like, we've conceded 14 goals, and Varane can't play, bro. It's like, how is Lindelof and McGuire ahead of Varane, bro? And Johnny
and there's news, Varane. Is there news that Varane might go in January as well?
They're saying in January he could end up going to Bayern Munich, saying that he wants out.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Casemiro might end up doing something like that as well.
That's crazy, bro.
And with all of that as well, you know, you've got the fact that your goal difference is 0. Goal difference is 0. I think the team above you has got a goal difference of double figures, I believe, and you're on the goal difference is 0.
What do you mean in the Prem?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's 0 in the Prem and -2 in the Champions League, bro. It's crazy. Like, the whole thing smells, bro. The whole thing smells, and there's a lot of Man United fans trying to cope, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They're trying to cope and try and make it look like things are not as bad as they seem, but they genuinely
It's a league
are.
position. It's a league position. That's it. It's because of the league position. You know, there's this table don't lie. No, if the table don't know, look where we are. But it's like,
it does, because they're saying, we're 2 points off Tottenham. Look how Tottenham started. We're only 6 points off the top. This is what these guys are doing, Daps. But what they don't understand is, the league position, not only is it, bro, it's not even December, it's December tomorrow, but also there's no context to the league position because it doesn't take into consideration the goal difference, the goals scored, goals conceded, who we've played. We haven't beaten a top 10 team.
wow.
Do you know what I'm saying? We haven't beaten a top 10 team, bro. So when people are saying, we're the form team in the league and the goalkeeper is at the top of the Golden Glove race at the moment, it's like, bro, we've literally last 5 games have been...
Hold on.
Yeah,
is that
trying to do that. Bro, like 3 clean sheets or 4 clean sheets in a row or something for Onana or something like that, bro.
The informed team. You're the informed team in the league, apparently.
Yeah,
I was
that's what
hearing
man are
that one
saying.
as well.
Man are talking about clean sheets, broski. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, that is shameless. I salute the shamelessness. Anyone that's trying to do this Onana props based Golden Glove leading is mad.
That's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing, bro. Like, so stay watching that. Oh, big up my man for the super chat.
Yes, professional idiot. He's followed me here.
Yeah, it's funny, bruv. You know
professional idiot. You need to also follow me to Never a Foul, my own channel as well, by the way.
Because Eric 7 lag, bruv. Listen,
professional idiot.
No hands and on. Big up. Yo, big up my bro for the super chat. You already know what it is. Nah, it's crazy. Man is saying, that De Gea got abused and you deserve. But bro, 2 things can be true at the same time. De Gea did need replacing, bro. Or at least he needed replacing as number 1. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if you would keep him as the number 2. Because the thing is, De Gea still hasn't got a club.
Like, there was talk of him coming back at one point, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. But bro, like,
can't imagine
he's not going to come back because he was on 375. We're not giving him that to come back. And even if we said, you know what, come back, we'll give you 200, it's like, the damage has already been done. You know, like that.
Do you know what? I think the thing is, if you look at De Gea, look, we all know that, yes, he had some stinkers as well. But if you were to look at the number of games that Onana has had stinkers in, and then you look at, yes, there were stinkers from De Gea, but you'd also have to talk about the games where he saved you. You'd have to talk about, if we sit here and we look at United's worst ever season since Fergie, we'd probably say Moyes' season, right? I would imagine. In that season, I bet you would be looking at certain games going, we would have lost that, 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 we would have lost that if it wasn't for David De Gea. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though he had his bozo moments.
He was goalkeeper in our worst era defensively, innit? With us going through all the nonsense we were going.
And he still saved you. He won you games, right?
Yeah.
So yes, he might have lost you some games with bozo times. He also won you games with that. I don't know if you're saying that about Onana at the moment. I don't know if you're looking at games going, you know what, my man won us that game. I don't think you're doing that with him at the moment. But you are saying he lost you games. So I don't think it's worked out with him. I do think, you know what, I do think you're missing Martinez massively. Massively. But do you know what? We're missing Stones massively. Everyone misses players. So you can't. Apart from that, who else are you really missing?
Sonny Martinez, really. Like
Casemiro, maybe.
No,
but
if we
you weren't winning
properly,
games
if we use Cass properly, we're missing him. The thing is, Cass scored 5 goals in 8 games, and Man United fans were saying that he needs to be dropped and that. These guys are clueless. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the funny thing about it. So I don't really know, innit? Like, look at even the Harry Maguire stuff. Harry Maguire has been playing. Harry Maguire's out here like posting stuff in his story to vote for him for Player of the Month and all these funny things like that. And it's like, bro, the guy's trash, mate. You know what I mean? And the way they're trying to sell this Harry Maguire like redemption thing, like it's
what
like
they've been dreaming of, bro.
It's like, what are you doing? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's weird, bro.
This is a thing with United. Look, I know United in their prime. They gave me a bad childhood. Yeah. I know the levels, and I know that right now there's way too many Man United fans settling for mediocrity. And it's not just this season, by the way. It's been like this since Fergie's left, right? Even, I'll be real with you. Like, I remember a guy I worked with who was trying to go on about Jesse Lingard to me. And I'm like, bro, you man had wingers like Giggs, wingers like Kanchelskis. How are you trying to tell me about Jesse Lingard? Like, I get it, yeah, he's all right, but that's not the standards that you as a Manchester United fan, and it's just gone lesser and lesser and lesser, that the standards are just so low now that people, and this is it, that now people will do this McGuire thing. No, he's not good enough. Oh, no, he's been all right this season. Has he?
No, he hasn't.
I'm still seeing bozo shit from McGuire. He's had one or two games where he does the basics. But Man United should not be looking for players that can just do the basics.
This is the problem. You know what I mean? And even the McGuire thing, bro, I'll be real, yeah? Like, people are, you know what? Harry Maguire is so bad that people are giving him credit for stuff that would go unnoticed if someone else did it.
Yeah.
Because it's so basic.
He does the basics.
Yeah, that's all it is. So, like, these men are talking about Harry Maguire, but really, what it is with the situation is he's so bad, people are just happy to see him not scoring own goals. And even then,
real talk.
We're having to clear stuff off the line, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's just what he is. He's a poor player, man. He's a very, very poor player. And yeah, man, the sympathy that he gets from the media, bro, it's all about PR, man. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all about PR with Harry Maguire, man. He always seems to be getting protection. He's a terrible footballer, bro. Yeah. Like, and he hasn't improved. And the thing is, if they're saying he's playing well this season, look at the Premier League and the Champions League goal difference. That tells you everything you need to know. He's part of a defence that's shipping goals for fun.
Yeah, 100%. And look, when people say about if Martinez was back, do you know what? Yeah, I am not here to knock Martinez, yeah? Especially considering Martinez has only been at Manchester United for 1 season. And in that first season, he had, for me, he didn't have as good a season as some people would like to tell you, but he had a very good first season, right? It's not a Saliba first season at Arsenal or Ruben Dias first season at City first season, but it was a good, solid first season for a player coming from Argentina. Very good first season, yeah? But are you telling me that if Martinez comes back, that a Martinez and Maguire partnership is going to play a different style of football? Are you telling me that the high line is now going to be cooking, and that you're not? He will make a difference, of course he will, but will he make that much of a difference? And this is where I think it gets to a point of people remembering you are Manchester United and where your bar should be, not where it currently is, because the bar's too low. And like even Bruno, where Bruno scores a goal and certain people, I'm not going to say your name, but I know you'll be watching this. I love you, bro. But running into my lounge going, that's what I'm saying. Bruno Fernandes, my fucking captain. No, bro.
Hey,
like,
less of that.
Not over one goal. Like, not.
Nah,
it's
that guy sucks, bro. I can't lie. Bruno Fernandes sucks, bro. Like, man, don't care about this my captain stuff. It's crazy. And this is the thing, yeah. We can't wait for man to score a goal and then all of a sudden it's a my captain thing. The guy sucks. Do you know what I mean? He does suck, bro. And he's bad very, very often. So it's like a goal doesn't make him a good player. Like, it doesn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
not what you want.
It really doesn't.
Bro, Akanji scored some great goals. Akanji scored a few goals this season for us, yeah. But I'm still kind of there saying, hold on, hold on. Is that a diss on Ruben Dias?
Where?
Ruben Dias hype. Listen.
Who knows?
Listen, I understand Ruben Dias last couple of games, he's not played well. Yeah, he's been very bad, in fact. But Ruben Dias's first season at Manchester City, the season before Ruben Dias came in, our defence was all over the gaff. Ruben Dias came in, landed, and we won the league. And we've won the league every season since Ruben Dias has joined us, right? Ruben Dias is a very good player. I will hear that the last couple of games has not been as good, but there is a reason that Ruben Dias won, not City Player of the Season. He won Premier League Player of the Season in his first season in this country, right? That don't happen by being overhyped. It doesn't. So, but yeah, I look, bro, there's so much to talk about with your club. Even the fact that some of your fans yesterday were moaning about the state of the ground at Galatasaray. And it's like saying we wouldn't treat away fans like this. You do. Bro, man have to stand in piss at your ground. So what do you mean that you wouldn't? Like, you do. Like, your ground is called the Swamp. I know you know it's Theatre of Dreams. We don't. It's now Theatre of Memes, to be fair with you. Yeah?
Yeah,
like,
it's horrible.
It's mean. And it's just very, very mad. The way the two clubs have changed is just different,
They've literally just like swapped over. Like, it's crazy. Like, we're the laughing stock now. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know, I think what really sums it up for me as well is Champions League, yeah? Because I remember round about this time last year, me having a conversation with Cass, yeah, about the Champions League. And I was like, and remember, this is before we started cooking. This time last year. I was talking about the Champions League. And I said, the thing is, yeah, because we haven't won it, and this is a year ago, we don't fully believe in ourselves yet in the Champions League. We've done all this in the league, but we haven't done it. This is why in my lifetime I've seen Liverpool win 2 Champions Leagues and 1 Premier League, yeah, because in the Champions League they believe, yeah, they've got that history there. And I said to you, but as a United fan, yeah, if you man get into the Champions League this season, then next season you will be saying, why can't we win it, right? Because that is the way Man United view the Champions League, because you've won it. And then look how it's happened. Like, that shows how much the bar has changed. Man United used to be, if we go in the Champions League, why the hell can't we win it? Now Man United are bottom of their group in the Champions League. Right?
Yeah, the Champions League's looking real unfamiliar now, though. I can't lie, bro, because it's like man are getting smoked by dead teams. You know what I'm saying? Copenhagen, bruv, home and away, you're meant to turn teams like that over. You're meant to. Like, what Arsenal done yesterday to Lens, yeah, that's what we're supposed to do to Copenhagen at Old Trafford. And
a reminder, that's an Arsenal team that have never won a Champions League, right? But they're now believing that. And also, let's even talk about the fact they went to Seville, right? Seville, a team that in Europe are proven, and Arsenal went to Seville and actually put on, I hate giving Arsenal credit, but they went to Seville and they got the job done. Whereas at the moment, this is a Man United team that I grew up, I never got to watch Man City play in Europe as I grew up, yeah? So I had to watch Man United in Europe. And Man United in Europe were feared. Like, and I'm not meaning the seasons you won the Champions League. Every season in the Champions League, Manchester United were one of the favourites.
Yeah.
Whereas now you've got Copenhagen, you've got Galatasaray, who had never won in England. They're both above you in Europe. And this goes back to the manager, right? Bro, even if you were to look under who since Fergie, you've been in the Champions League under what managers?
Moyes, Jose.
Probably
Moyes, Jose, and Oli as well.
Right, and I bet you never finished bottom in any of those seasons.
I don't think so. Mm-mm.
And this is a manager that has played in the Champions League before.
Moyes, we got to, I think, quarterfinals or something.
Right, and you're now with a manager that, everyone was saying, oh, look what he did with Ajax in Europe. So what's his excuse then? This isn't his first rodeo. This is Eddie Howe's first rodeo. This would have been Ollie's first rodeo in the Champions League.
Yeah.
This is Arteta's first rodeo in the Champions League.
Yeah,
right?
This ain't his first rodeo. He's come from teams where he's been.
And what's going on? He can't see out results against average teams. So, look, I keep Ten Hag as long as you man want, right? I have no agenda about getting Ten Hag sacked. Trust me, yeah? Keep him. But it's not adding up. The maths ain't mathing at all.
I just don't see any reason to keep him. Do you know what I'm saying? Just because he's already gone against everything that he was supposed to stand for. He was supposed to be the guy that comes in, gets us playing a certain style of play. Now he's saying he don't want to play the Ajax way, and he's just happy that we're playing adventurous football with freedom. And it's like, bro, we've got no structure off the ball, bruv. You're talking about freedom and adventure and all this rubbish here, but we're leaking goals, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're leaking goals. Like, that's crazy. Like, how the hell can you be... I think we scored 3 goals in every game, yeah? And lost all of them. Do you know what I mean? Like pretty much all of them. Like, how do you score 3 goals away from home and leave with nothing, bro?
Bro, listen. I can tell you now that players like Casemiro, players like Varane, yeah. Do you know what? I'll even say players like Onana, yeah, because he's come from an Inter Milan team. If they're having to hear their manager talk about, I'm happy we're playing with freedom, after you've you're bottom of your group in the Champions League. This is Casemiro and Varane, who have won multiple Champions Leagues with a Real Madrid that play with structure, yeah, that know about making sure other teams don't score as many goals as them, yeah, making sure teams don't score goals against you. They're going to be sat there thinking, what the fuck is this guy going on? He's happy that we're playing with freedom. No, don't play with freedom. If a player is playing with freedom, and it's meaning that when we're 2 goals up in the Champions League, we end up drawing 3-3, drag him and put on a player that is not playing with freedom. Put on a player that is playing with discipline and structure, right? And mentality, not with freedom. That's honestly, and that's the way your players with winning mentality that have been there and done that will be looking at this guy thinking, I'm losing faith in this guy because this guy's praising people that are not getting back. And not getting back and putting a foot in. McTominay in that second half against City just only looked excited when he got to go forward, right?
Yeah, but that's him. That was him yesterday. He scored a goal, yeah. First half, he completed 8 passes, bro.
And then, Ten Hag will come out and praise him. It's like, no, know your position. A goal is a bonus. Your position is not about scoring goals. Your position, especially when we're 2 goals up, is about defending. It's about, And like I said, look, it's you've got to think about the way that winners, the ones that really know how to win in that changing room will be looking at your manager thinking, what? These are not the fundamentals of football. Do you know what? When you're performing to a certain level, you can talk about freedom. When you're bottom of your group in the Champions League, yeah, you can't be talking about freedom. That's like Arsenal in their worst going, you know what? No, it's fine that Ozil deserves to have a free role. He's a luxury player. No, not when you're performing the way you man are. Luxury players.
Freedom is earned. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of these players, they just need to be taught how to play in a structured system, bro. Yeah. And then once we get that lockdown, that's when you can start giving players freedom to express themselves. Right now, like, bro, when I'm watching Newcastle, you can see Newcastle in the stage where it's like, yo, we're just going to be difficult to beat. We're going to be disciplined. Everyone's going to be workmanlike. Do you know what I mean? Without it being boring. Like, Newcastle are structured. and disciplined without it being boring, bro. And that's what Man United need, bro. They need structure. They need discipline.
They
We
need
don't have that,
Ancelotti.
bro. We need Carlos still.
That'd be if you get him. That's an interesting one. I'm not going to lie. If I'm a Man United fan right now, right, I'm a City fan. Listen, if you get Ancelotti, I'm going to be like, okay, right. That's someone that could come in and he will strip it back, and it will be, look, if you want to keep Casemiro and Varane, that's the first thing you do as well, by the way, because that man will come in. They'll stay. They'll go, oh, we trust Carlo, 100%. We trust this man, and he's gonna listen. He ain't gonna be there telling man, I'm happy that you're playing with freedom. None of that. Look at Real Madrid. He let certain players have freedom because he knew that the players at the back didn't have freedom. They had discipline. They had structure. They weren't playing with freedom. They were playing the way defenders and defensive players should play. And let your Vinicius Junior, let him have freedom.
But you know what it is? Like, people talk about freedom. It's like on the ball, Carlo lets the players have freedom, but off the ball, he don't play.
Yeah.
Off the ball, you have to get in shape. You have to press. You have to know the pressing triggers. He does all the right things, innit? Like, in possession, you don't need to overcoach football teams. But out of possession, you need to. In possession, yeah, United are bad. But at the same time, we're still scoring goals. In possession, yeah, like when you look at the Champions League, scoring 3 goals. So it's clear that the problem is the coaching off the ball. It's very clear that that's what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, 1,000,000%. Even that one, Bellingham has freedom. Absolutely. But Bellingham knows the players around him have got his back to have freedom.
Yeah, he's playing as a centre forward, but he's just playing from midfield.
Yeah. And look, if I'm a Man United fan right now, I'll be honest with you, yeah, and I see Ancelotti being linked with my club, anyone that has seen those links, yeah, and I think they are credible enough, probably, yeah. If you still are saying, nah, stick with Ten Hag, I don't know what you're smoking. I don't, like, why would you? It's like when we had Pellegrini and we're being linked with Pep. I ain't going to go, yeah, let's keep Pellegrini. And do you know what? Pellegrini's doing a damn sight better job than Ten Hag is. Pellegrini won us a league, right? Pellegrini got us to a semi-final of a Champions League, right? But if you're linked with a manager of the Ancelotti, the Pep Guardiola, the Jurgen Klopps, and you've got Ten Hag and you're sitting bottom of... This is not Ten Hag of 3 years ago as well, by the way. This is Ten Hag now, right? You're sitting bottom of the Champions League group. You're...
out the League Cup already.
Yeah. Look, yes, I leave the league position, you know, at the moment. Yeah. You'll be happy with the league position. But really and truly, you were third last season. So are you that happy with your league position at the moment? And you're saying no, but let's not jump in on Ancelotti hype. Let's stick with Ten Hag. Mad. Do you know what? But I'll be real. The people that are sticking with Ten Hag, if it came out tomorrow that Ten Hag has gone and Ancelotti is coming in, they'll all be happy. They're just trying to do that. You know what? No, let's get behind the team. Let's stick with Ten Hag.
Yeah, they're trying to do the noble thing, innit? They believe that they get extra points for sticking by the manager.
Yeah. It's like Liverpool fans that say that they're doing the, no, we want to do things the moral way. Listen, if you got money, if you got
them man was saying money, they didn't want oil money and that.
You jump instantly. You'd be celebrating. It's just while it's not there, you don't want to celebrate it. But listen, Ancelotti for me would be, as a rival, that would be the best manager that Manchester United could get in world football right now.
Facts.
Like, I don't really think, apart from Pep, maybe Klopp, I don't really think there's any other manager out there, like, even as a City fan.
Pep, man, I don't think Klopp's better than Carlo.
Nah, he's not. But you could say, based on maybe age and you're right. Listen, Carlo, for me, Carlo and Pep are the best two managers in the world.
100%. Do you know what I'm saying?
And even more so, I think with what you have, with the players you have, with what you need right now, even more so that he comes in and he'll get you playing structured football this season, like swiftly. He'll have people, the ones that aren't going to listen to him, see you later. There won't be no one in that dressing room kind of all of a sudden, one of the biggest issues at Man United is your dressing room and the fact that everyone's clashing. That won't be happening no more if he arrives there.
That won't happen under that. But that's why you also need a manager, you need a manager with a profile that's got respect, with a track record, so he can put a lid on some of the stuff that's going on in our dressing room as well, bro. Because there's too many characters that are not good, bro. There's too many characters that are not good in that dressing room. Do you know what I mean? You can see it. You can see it because it's funny, with Man United. It's funny how, when we were up, you could see like the characters. Do you know what I mean? You could see the arrogance and all these ones. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And then as soon as we concede, everyone's bums go, bro. Like clockwork. You know, like that. Everyone's head's gone. Like these guys are full of beans when we're winning, and then as soon as they're put under a little bit of pressure, they cave. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Bruno caving.
Well, you know McGuire, you can sense
McGuire,
you can sense the arrogance slowly. Well, not even slowly. The arrogance creeping back into him so quickly. Like,
yeah. But the thing is, he gets humbled every game when he nearly scores an own goal. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just what it is, bro. Like, you look at these players, man. Like, it infuriates me because it's like, guys, you're so far off what it takes to be playing at the top level for Man United, and yet the arrogance is crazy, bro. Like even when I saw Garnacho shushing the crowd again, and then we end up drawing the game, like you're an idiot. Like,
and and it was McTominay that sent him over to do that as well.
Bro,
oh no,
bro.
Yeah.
What someone did anyway. I can't remember which player it was. And then even Anthony, as soon as we're 2-0 up, Anthony's doing all the flicks and all these other things. And then as soon as it's 2-2 again, like no, as soon as it's 3-2, shook. All of a sudden, where's all the tricks gone, mate? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like the man can only play when the pressure's off.
Yeah, for real.
Only play when the pressure's off. That's when the man can play. As soon as there's a little bit of pressure, these man fold, bro. And they show it. Like, they don't have the characters to play for Man United. They don't, because you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing it. And there's players with massive egos that have not achieved anything in football. Do you know what I'm saying? Man can't be shushing crowds and doing like the calm celebration and that, bro, at 19 years old, bro. Having done nothing, bro. Do you know what I mean? Didn't even get selected for your national team, in the last international break, and you're doing stuff like that. That shows you that he's not being managed properly. That shows you that he ain't got the right he hasn't got the right personalities around him in the changing room, because you couldn't do that in a Roy Keane dressing room. You couldn't do that. You couldn't do that in there, bro, because man would have put a leash on that immediately.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk.
Man would have said, no, allow that. Do you know what I mean? That's crazy. And it's funny. It's funny as well. Like, even when you look at City as well, like when you look at the City dressing room and you look at the likes of the Fodens and the Rico Lewises and that, how they man just go out and just play their football. Do you know what I'm saying? And they're top players, man, that win trophies, and these man ain't doing the arrogant thing.
Bro, it's because they've watched, like, one of the best things for me for Foden, it won't be spoke about enough, because I've heard that Foden, when Foden was round the under 21s, he'd be a different character to when, like, there was this reporter that was rolling with England from schoolboy level, but then also was round Foden at City as well. And he said, watching Foden in training and around the City squad, after seeing him at schoolboy level, because he said, seeing him at schoolboy level, he was the louder one of the group, the vocal one, the leader. But then when you see him around De Bruyne's, David Silva's, Yaya Touré's, Gundogan's, he's a humble one,
because he understands his place.
Yeah, and this is the thing I must say with City, where I think Pep gets it spot on with the captaincy, that the captain always goes to one of the more senior players that's been there, done that, wore the t-shirt, and knows what mentality it takes to get it over the line. Mm-hmm. And this is why everyone talks about at the moment. Look, people say, we haven't looked that convincing against Chelsea, we haven't looked that convincing against Liverpool. No problem, but I can tell you now, do you think we would have dropped points in either of those games if it was the back end of the season? Because when, like you said, when it matters, we know when shit hits the fan and we must.
Yeah.
We don't. And moving on to City, bro, like, everyone already, I don't know if you're starting to see this narrative, City don't look the same this season. And it is like, are we doing this again? How many times does everyone need to learn the hard way, right? Arsenal fans yesterday, I'm sorry, but the amount of Arsenal fans and content creators, all of you, yeah, out there talking about top of the league and top of the Champions League. Listen, 2 weeks ago, Tottenham fans were not allowed to celebrate being top of the league, right? But 2 weeks later, it's perfectly fine for you, man, to talk about top of the league and everyone's saying, we can't do the the Champions League and the Premier League. You lot are not learning. This time last season, you were top of the league and you were qualifying for the Europa League. You got knocked out by Sporting Lisbon, yeah, and you didn't win the league, right? But now it's fine. And Tottenham, to defend them, they weren't allowed to be talking about top. Man United 2-3 seasons ago, when you were top in January, you were not allowed to celebrate being top. But the minute Arsenal are top, they're allowed to talk about being top, and if any of us pull them up for it, we're haters. No,
of course. It's
just, you, man, do not learn. You lot cannot be humble, right? Yes, you beat Lens 6-0, right? And now instantly I'm hearing, we want Bayern. There's no team that can play us in this Champions League. Bro, are you mad? Listen, the best time to play anyone in the Champions League is the group stages, because you best believe when it gets to those knockout stages, any heritage teams that are still in there are a big fucking problem, right? Because you have to play them over 2 legs, yeah? And winning one game, bro, I've been there. I've witnessed it with Real Madrid. I've been naive going to the Bernabeu thinking we're going through 10 minutes to go. Then man will put 3 past you in 15 minutes and you're out.
Facts.
Right? Been there, done it. Wore the T-shirt, had to travel home, been delayed, been pissed off, right? You, man, have not done that. This is your first season back in the Champions League, a tournament you have never won, and you, man, are talking like that.
And you got a Europa League group, bro. The funny thing is, yeah, when the draw was made, yeah, man did the show, the Champions League draw, and Arsenal fans were grinning from ear to ear. They were like, yo, we couldn't have got an easier group. Few games in, they're sweating.
Yeah.
You know, like that. So they ain't made easy work of that group. That is a group that they should have sailed through.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They're talking about top of the league. Bro, you were top of the league last season by a greater margin, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, last season you were in the Europa League, a far easier competition, and you got put out at home. You got put out by Sporting at home. When you lost to Sporting, the narrative was lost or draw away at Sporting. I think it was a draw, actually. The narrative was wait till we bring them back to the carpet. What, they went to the carpet and they held their bottle in a penalty shootout. You, man, bottled it.
Facts.
But now, you know, it's a different season now. So, look, it's funny, but this City thing, look, if I'm being honest, here's an interesting one for you, bro. City's points in the league have been dropped. We lost against Wolves. We lost against Arsenal. We drew against Chelsea. We drew against Liverpool. Do you know the one consistent thing in all 4 games?
What's that?
No Jack Grealish, no John Stones. In all 4 games, bro. Now, when I look at it, this is the issue I've had with City. And again, I don't think it will happen business end, hopefully, is if you imagine Grealish and John Stones are 2 players that know the Pep system and they know about ball retention and they know about winning, right? So we've been missing them in those four games. We've also been missing Gundogan, obviously, because he's gone now, and we've been missing John Stones. Now, you're talking about a system-based team without those 4 players that are all possession-based, winners, mentality, and play in the midfield area. Yeah, I know Grealish plays on the wing, but the way he cuts in is kind of like a... That's been the issue with us. And the Liverpool game, the minute I saw Grealish wasn't starting, I was like, look, I'm a fan of Doku, yeah, but he don't know the system yet. He's 21.
Yeah.
I don't believe when it gets to the business end of the season, Pep will be picking Doku over Grealish as much.
No, I don't think so. Not at the business end.
No. And you know, John Stones, we didn't rush him back because I think John Stones is one of the most important players to our system, that he needs to be there. And it's what it is, man. But we do need to fix up. I'll be honest, that first half against Leipzig was one of the stinkiest first half performances I've seen from Man City.
What was that down? What was that down to?
Complacency, maybe. Well, we were shit. Like Rodri was poor. And this is a thing. If one of our best players is poor, we have to talk on it. Rodri was poor that game. Ruben Dias was awful that game. awful. He got dragged at half-time. I'm glad to see Pep has learned, though, because Kovacic should have been dragged at half-time against Arsenal because he was the same thing. Both of them probably should have been sent off in the first half, right? Didn't. Kovacic stayed on, and it changed the way we played. This time with Diaz, he pulled him off, put Ake on, and we looked like a different team because Ake is just that guy that, look, if you're a player that is a bit rash, and if you imagine Vidic for you, man, in your prime, hold tight time. I'm going to give you credit for this one because he pointed out and he's spot on, yeah? If you're a player like Vidic, player like Ruben Diaz, where you put everything on the line and you throw yourself into tackles, if it goes well, you look fucking unreal. But when it does go badly, it looks bad,
like
innit?
Liability, bro. That's why Fernando Torres, everyone will remember Torres walking him like a dog. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it was one of them things where with Vidic, when it came off, it looked amazing. But then when it didn't, it looked desperate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And then you look at Nathan Ake. Now, Nathan Ake, he don't go to ground quickly. He stays on his feet. And it's almost like sometimes he reads the game better and thinks, do you know what? You're going to have, at some point, you're going to have a stinky touch. And the moment you have a stinky touch, I will take that ball off of you. Yeah. Of course, if he has to do a last-ditch tackle or block, he will. But he ain't throwing himself in as quickly. And I think that, but I think mainly that first half against Leipzig, it reminded me of Tottenham at home last season where we were 2-0 down at half-time and we ended up winning it 4-2. And after the game, Pep kind of called out a few players and said that first half performance is not going to be good enough to win the league. And I think I'm happy those type of performances are happening now where Pep can say to the players, look, I'm telling you at halftime, Pep will have said to them, we're trying to defend the Champions League. Yeah. We're trying to defend the best ever home record in the Champions League from a Premier League club. That performance in the first half stank. And it was, you know, where players misplace passes, but the person it's going to will put in that extra effort to try and keep it in. None of that. It was just like, fuck it, let it out. It was complacent and it's fine because, you know, we won the game. That's what we do have the second half, that we can just turn it around like that. But we can't have too many, we can't against, if we're playing Bayern, we can't have a half performance like that. They'll score 3 goals against us, 4 goals against us, and they'll be gone because they can defend better than Leipzig. So we have to learn from it as well. And look, we have to probably not think we're too good at times. At times we just need to remember anyone can hold it on their day, and group stages is fine, but when it gets to those knockout stages, it's not that. It's not
facts. What are you making of the Tottenham game? Because that's your next game. Obviously, they've got 3 back-to-back defeats, but you know Tottenham are going to come to play. You know that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how are you feeling about that game? And do you have any more players back?
Stones has been on the bench the last 2 games, so I would imagine Stones will start. Apart from that, I don't really look. De Bruyne is back in and around, I would say. I mean, he's been doing this whole influencer thing. He's popping up.
What is that? I see him dancing and stuff, bro.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, bro.
I'm so confused. I saw De Bruyne dancing. I thought it was fake, you know, because I saw him dancing. I was thinking this can't be real, innit?
Because it's not him. You know, there's these players. Yeah, it's the Don that does the calm down, bro. Yeah, that's not you, De Bruyne. Like, you don't suit doing that.
But I saw the hair, yeah, and he kind of looked skinny, bro, like in his face, and I was thinking, hold on a minute, that can't be De Bruyne, innit? Like,
yeah.
So I thought it was a lookalike. I really did.
Bro, do you know what? It's mad. It's like he's living his life. It's almost like Pep said to him, bro, do you know what? Go and live a little. Like, go and chill out a bit and enjoy yourself. I think it's good that we've got used to playing without De Bruyne. Look, he's gonna be a game changer when he comes back in. But I don't know if maybe Pep said to him, go while you're back fit, or not fit, but you know the injury is healing. Don't go and start doing
don't rush yourself back. It's a long season, isn't it?
Yeah,
we need you at the business end of the season.
The business end, and until then, when you come back, we want you back, right? You won't be going to Abu Dhabi to watch the Formula One. You won't be going to Abu Dhabi to watch no UFC. You won't be doing no dancing with a Don with a big afro. Yeah, you won't be doing none of that. So go and enjoy yourself, because from December
Need him
You are
locked
back
in,
in
bro.
training, like, because I think he's said he'll probably be back early in the new year playing, fully fit, yeah. But which means that probably any day he will be back in training now, fully training with the team. He's going to make a massive difference. But apart from that, I mean, we've got it. I know Kovacic has got a bit of an injury. I think Nunez has got an injury. Who else is injured for us at the moment? I pretty much think that's pretty much it. Our squad's a bit light, bro. I'm not going to lie. I still think we need to get this Rodri cover sorted. That's my biggest going into January. That's what, if I'm looking at the City team, look, would I love another winger? Would I love Leroy Sané? Of course I would, but I'd much rather we go and get some proper cover for Rodri. I don't know where we go. Someone said earlier, I think it was it was a guy called a Man City channel called Noisy Neighbours, right? They were saying Tony Cruz. That would be a sensational, like...
Bruv, Tony Cruz ain't going to you lot, bruv.
You sure? Do you not think? Oh, he ain't overly happy at Bayern.
Nah, but I think he said he wants to retire there from what I saw.
Well, listen, don't put nothing past Pep being able to convince someone to come there, yeah? And the thing is, the hardest thing is to get a Rodri replacement that has the mentality, because ultimately, ain't no player with a mentality that's willing to come and sit on the bench, right? So Douglas Luiz looks like a good player, but we let him go before. Why would we want him back that much? And he's going to play second fiddle to Rodri. If I'm Douglas Luiz, I'm going Liverpool, because I'm thinking I'm going there and I'm starting. Most other clubs, he don't know he's starting at most other clubs. So, whereas Tony Cruz, if he knows he comes to City, at his age, he's not going to be looked at to play every single game, but there's going to be games where we need him to come on, whether it be to sit next to Rodri or if Rodri's suspended or injured. It does make sense, and it's the type of player that has the mentality. That's the type of person I think we need to be looking at. Otherwise, I don't know how you find someone that has a mentality that's willing to sit on the bench and wait for Rodri to get suspended or injured, because ultimately, if you do that, you end up with a Calvin Phillips, and how's that working out?
That's what I mean. You lot probably should have, I don't know, it sounds mad.
Kept
like,
Lavia?
Yeah. Well, bruv, or to be honest, like, bro, I know that Pep wanted Jorginho before. Like, Chelsea were selling him. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, you could have got Jorginho to sit on the bench. Do you know what I'm saying? And come
that's
in
a good shout, bro. Yeah.
And
That's what you
sit
need.
on the bench and just do a job. You need someone like that. Do you know what I mean?
You
He'll
can't
suit you a lot more.
Ultimately, I think the only way, unless you find an absolute gem abroad, maybe from the Portuguese league or something, that is willing to come and be like, do you know what? Yeah, I'll go to City and I'm more than happy to, play 20 games a season. Yeah. But know that the season after I'll play 25, season after I'll play 30. But therefore, that's a risk. For me, the only way we find a capable Rodri backup is either through the youth team and we let Douglas Luiz and we let Lavia go, or we go and get someone like Cruz or someone like, to be fair, Jorginho, someone that is of an age where it's like, do you know what? I can't play every game now. So for me to be on the bench as part of a team that I understand you're going to want to go all the way in the Premier League, all the way in the Champions League, all the way in the FA Cup. So I'm still going to play 15 games in the second half of the season and end up with trophies. They're the type of signings we need to look for. Jorginho is a good shout, to be fair. But it's finding them. I think Tony Cruz would be the one, but I do hear what you're saying, getting him away from Bayern.
I mean, from Real Madrid even. It's going to be difficult.
Real Madrid.
What about Paqueta? Is there any news about that deal? Like, someone said, he's not 6, but bro, neither is Bernardo, blood. Like, Pep can just play him there and he'll just, he'll ball, blood. It don't matter.
Yeah, Paqueta, the Paqueta thing, there's only one thing getting in the way of the Paqueta thing, and that's the charges. Simple as that, bro. We can't be doing, and our club, as you all know, has 115 charges over their head, yeah?
And they said, that's the spring of 2024, they said that they got a date in it.
Autumn 2024. And then the decision won't be made, and then the punishment won't be dished out until potentially a year later. Bro, it's the way court goes, bro. Like, that is the way court goes, yeah? You don't get sentenced instantly. You get put on bail or remand while they investigate. And then even once you've presented your argument, they then adjourn and you have pre-sentence reports and all of that before they give you your punishment. So it's just going through all of that process that, you know, I know rivals don't like it, but that is a court process. Everton took 9 months. They went guilty in March, right? There was no investigation. They went guilty. This was 9 months to decide what to do to them on one charge. So this is dragging out. But yeah, what was that? Where was that? Paqueta. That's where we can't look at this Paqueta thing and act too quickly, because our club, the way we pulled out in the summer, the minute we heard something, it's like, we don't want no, you know, you see what Arsenal have done with Partey. Just put it under the rug, but the rug's got a life of its own and it keeps bumping up. And it's like, nah. Put your foot back down. Go away, bro. Go away until we're ready to sell you. You stay under that fucking rug. Like, we can't be doing that, because with the media, the way the media is on City, Paqueta must be signed, sealed, delivered. There is no charges. He has been proven innocent, and the paperwork has been sent to every single paper to prove it. That's the only way we'd sign him. Now, I've heard we've agreed personal terms with him. That it's there,
course,
like,
you saw even before when you lot played the game, he went over and he spoke to the coaches and that, like when you played West Ham and that. So
he wants us, we want him. Pep wants him. Pep sees him, I believe, as a long-term De Bruyne replacement. I know he's not the same as De Bruyne, but someone that can come in but he has to prove, him and his lawyers have to prove that, you know, that is all done and dusted, because we can't risk that. It's too much for the club.
No, facts. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Where is it? What was man gonna say? Yeah. Oh, bro.
So as for Tottenham, we must win.
Yeah, go back to the Tottenham. But I was gonna ask you something.
We must win with Tottenham.
No, yeah, you have to be fair. Even with the injuries that they've got and on all of them things, you just expect them to just do the job.
It's one of them ones where if we lose to Tottenham firstly, it's at home, bro. We can't be dropping points at the Etihad. We drop points against Liverpool. That's acceptable. It's Liverpool, yeah. We can't be dropping points against an injury hit Tottenham, because that's where then I will start going, okay, maybe we do look like a different team to last season. I'll still back us that when it gets to the business end, we'll turn it on. But it will be a conversation then, because it'll be, do you know what? We drop points against Arsenal. We drop points against Chelsea. We drop points against Liverpool. The only top 6 team that we haven't dropped points against, bro, is you, man.
Yeah, but come on, bro. We're jokers, innit? Like I said, we ain't beating a team in the top 10. So, bro, that tells you everything.
Yeah, that's mad. I didn't know that. That's mad. So, yeah, we've got to beat them. I'd expect us to beat them. But you are right. They will come and play football. They won't make it easy for us.
Yeah.
They won't.
No, 100%. So, it's going to be interesting, man. You lot, smash up the likes. You already know what to do, people. What's your week saying anyway, bro? You got anything coming up? You lot play on Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday, 4:30 kickoff. Now we've got two shows tomorrow. We'll be previewing the games at the weekend. Tomorrow night will be an interesting one. I think we'll probably have a Tottenham fan as well. So yeah, never a foul, people. Please get over there. Give us a subscription. Please. And it's good to have these shows back, bro, because the season starts here, really, innit? December, this is where it starts cooking.
It's crunch time. This is where all the games start getting condensed. Do you know what I mean? And this is where points can be picked up very quickly, or teams can start to fall away very quickly. Do you know what I mean? When you're playing 2 games in a week over the Christmas period. So
I think this is where it gets big for both of us, for me as well, because for City, this is where there's no more, this is where the business end of the season starts. Yeah, we're not there yet, but this is where we need to get that momentum up. And as for Man United, bro, this is where in the next month and a half, there will be changes at Manchester United. What they are, we don't know. Like, I know you're hoping, and any sane Man United fan should be hoping that it's the manager first, but there will be changes in this next month and a half. So.
No, 100%. Over this period, before the January window, you would expect the Ratcliffe takeover to go through. So,
yeah, should be, because he said he wants not full control. He wants full control by January, right? So,
yeah, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens. But yeah, bro, like my main priority we just got to keep hold of you got to keep hold of Varane and Casemiro. If we're trying to move forward in the right direction, those are 2 players we can't be giving up, man. So if it means we choose between them and the manager, bro, you choose the players, bruv. Do you know what I mean?
1,000,000%, bro.
You can't go out there and get players of that quality, yeah, just
sends a message as well,
just like that. 100%.
Sends a message to any players that you want to bring in. If they're going, hold on, Varane and Casemiro have both been there for like a year and a half, and they're dipping. Don't look good.
No, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So people will be looking at that. And it's a massive statement for the club if they can keep hold of these players, man. Because at the end of the day, good players attract good players. It's always the way.
100.
Like, no one ain't going to be queuing up to play with Mason Mount. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, look, the key to it all is Ancelotti. I'm telling you, get Ancelotti, you keep Casemiro and you keep Varane instantly. Yeah, they won't go. And then, who's to say that? Like, I'm talking about Tony Cruz at City. If we're being real, bro, if Tony Cruz decides, do you know what, now might be the time, or at the end of the season might be the time to look elsewhere. If Ancelotti is at Man United, Casemiro's at Manchester United, Varane's at Manchester United.
Bro, you got James Rodriguez at Everton, innit? So that tells you everything that you need to know, innit?
So,
do you know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, we went from having a strong squad to having Varane, Casemiro, and Sancho all about rumours to leave in January. That's crazy.
Yeah, the Sancho one's mad for me, but
and that's what I'm saying. This can't, bro. If Real Madrid are interested in signing Ivan Toney, no way, bro.
Well, if they do,
bro, I'd love to see him at Real Madrid.
Well, listen, so would I.
Because he will bang goals, blood. You know what it is, yeah? Because Bellingham's doing well, it's kind of opened the door
English
now for
players.
other English players, isn't it? Because
Real
Harry
talk,
Kane's mashing work in the Bundesliga. Do you know what I mean? Bellingham's mashing work over there, so it's kind of opened the door now, innit? For them to say, you know what, maybe these men could do something.
And they'll be looking at the price of Mbappe. They'll be looking at the price of Haaland, right? The two targets that everyone says with Real Madrid.
And plus, Mbappe's not a central player anyway.
Nah,
if Real Madrid played him centrally, they're wasting him.
Yeah, real talk. But then they'll be looking at, and the biggest thing with Real Madrid is not only the ability on the pitch, but they'll be looking at how marketable Bellingham has become over there. Well, Bellingham has become the star boy over there, yeah? They love him. And they'll be thinking, do you know what? Yeah, the Real Madrid fans have taken to an Englishman. And if you're Ivan Toney, with all the scandal and the way he's been treated by the Premier League and whatever else, Ivan Toney would probably be, well, it's Real Madrid as well, by the way, but even that, we're thinking, bro, I get to get out of this country and he'd lap that up. That would be a mad one, you know.
That would be a crazy signing.
Yeah.
That'd be a crazy. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, same, bro. And for me as a City fan, all of a sudden, Haaland's staying for another 3, 4, 5 years. He'll be going, cool.
That's what I'm saying. And what's this marker saying that them man are looking at Mason Greenwood as well? Oi, he scored a mad goal on the weekend. At Barcelona, that's what they're saying.
Oh, okay. Right. Bro, and that will probably be the fact that Bellingham has proven to the Spanish market that English players in La Liga can work.
They can play.
Like,
I know.
And
also,
marketable.
Mason's Mason, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? But it also shows you the market.
Yeah.
The striker market it's not all that, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That striker market is kind of dead. So automatically, if you're a half decent player and you're scoring goals and you're available, that's all that it takes now. It's just a right place at the right time kind of situation. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, you know what? We needed a striker now. You're available now. Right place, right time.
Yeah.
And there it is, bro. Because Greenwood happening to already be in Spain is crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's already in Spain. It's like, all right, cool. He's already here. And he's not playing with players anywhere near as good. And you're seeing his quality still. So
Yeah.
And he wouldn't cost a lot, bro. He wouldn't cost a lot at all, Mason Greenwood.
No, it wouldn't at all. Bo, I'm not going to lie, though. I'm really liking that Ivan Toney to Real Madrid idea.
Yeah, if it goes through, that'd be great. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, for real.
Exactly, and that's it. Madrid signed Toney while Ten Hag links with Werner. Don't remind me, bro.
Wait, Werner Mount 2.0. We need to make it happen.
Listen,
bro.
Hey, Champions League winners and that. That's what these fans are going to be saying. Shameless brares, innit? They'll be like, Champions League winners.
Yeah, and the fact that he done the fact that like it was against City as well, that's a little extra for him. Look, Werner. Make it happen, bro. Make it happen.
Keep these men away, bro. That's a nightmare. You know what I mean? You lot, make sure you smash the like button, people. You already know what time it is. Follow Never a Foul. The link is in the title. Smash the like on the way out. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys back here with Gunner tomorrow. Big up.